We need to not let them win. Um, the left and the right both fire up their base by turning them against the other side. Um, Propaganda using people like me and you and everybody else. There's so many negative Facebook posts. That's why I hate election seasons. There's so much negativity. And I'm sure I've been guilty. If you dig, you could probably find posts that I've made that I'm guilty of it too. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm saying that this is where I'm at now. It's exhausting. Um, I have friends on the left that post about Trump supporters. I have friends on the right that post about Biden supporters. Um, Support who you want to support. I don't care. I'm going to support who I support. And I don't owe anybody an explanation about why. It's no secret. I'm a Trump supporter. I'm going to be voting for him. I have my reasons. I don't owe anybody an explanation, and I don't feel obligated to defend that decision to anybody because it's really nobody's business, to be honest with you. Um, I don't agree with everything the man has said or done, um, nor do I agree with everything from any other politician for that matter. Been asked by friends how I could be a Christian and support him. The short answer is I don't look to my politician for moral guidance or, you know, my president's not my spiritual leader. I have a priest for that. I have a whole faith community for that. Um, so I don't blindly follow the man. I don't think that he could do no wrong. I know that he's not. Um, I know that he has done some immoral things. Guess what? So have I. So who am I to judge him? So you support who you want to support. I'll support who I want to support. I'm not going to call you names over it. I wouldn't expect you to call me names. I made a post recently that basically said the same thing. But what prompted this video is I unfriended somebody earlier today who had a differing political opinion than me. I did not do so because we had a differing opinion. I did so because of this person's characterization of Trump supporters. Um, I'll share a little bit about what they posted. If you are friends with this person and you recognize the post by what I say, do not call them out in the comments. I don't even mention their gender because this isn't about calling them out. I'm only giving an example of the type of stuff that I'm talking about when I say that it's exhausting. This person who I've served with over 20 years ago, whom I considered a good person, um, been in contact with over Facebook for probably a decade at least. Years ago, this person disappeared unexpectedly off of Facebook for a while. And I sent them a message and I asked them if everything was okay. I asked them how they were doing. And they actually told me that I was the only one to check in on them. Because I knew from some of the earlier posts that they had stuff going on. And they basically told me what a good person I was. Now, the same person made a post that called Trump supporters, among other things, ignorant. They lamented serving alongside people who now support Trump. She can't believe that. I said she. There you go. I just gave it away, at least the gender. She said that she, knowing what we had in our hearts, which based on her previous post, I take to mean that if we support Trump, then we must be misogynistic, racist. Um, she said, I believe she's, at a minimum, she's prejudiced against white people. And it probably could be made an argument for actually being racist by what she said. She gave an example of rude people that she considers. I guess she had an interaction with somebody at a store and she thought this person was a Trump supporter. But she specifically said it was a white lady, which the color of her skin didn't have anything to do with the story because assholes come in all colors. But she pointed out it was a white person. The only reason I could think of that she would specifically say it was a white person is that she has a problem with white people. In telling the story, I had never heard this expression before, but she said the woman had the caucasity to say whatever it was to her. Like white people or Caucasians are the only ones that can have audacity, I guess. And I can't help but think that if the shoe was on the other foot, and if I made a post like that about an interaction I had with a person of color, a black person or Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, and I made up a word like that that incorporated their ethnicity, that would imply that all the people of that race were that way, how that would look, how that would come across. So I don't condone or stand for racism of any kind, including against white people. And it is rampant. You can say whatever you want about that or think whatever you want about it. It exists. Racism against white people. There's a ton of examples of things that are publicly accepted that if the roles were reversed and it was a different race, then there would be riots. So I don't think I'm oppressed. I don't think white people are oppressed. I don't think anybody in America is oppressed. I think that people who want to claim that they're oppressed are they have the victim mentality. Anybody can succeed in America if you put in the work and if you do what you need to do, which is one of the great things about America. You can feel however you want to feel about what I just said. I don't care. That's the way I feel. There's just so much negativity. People forget that when you make these posts saying all Trump supporters or all Biden supporters, all liberals or all Republicans or the MAGA Republicans are this way or that way, then you're talking about real people that you know. If you're not prepared to sit down and have that conversation with them face to face, well, then you shouldn't be posting about it. I considered saying something to this person before I unfriended them. I did not end up doing it. I just quietly unfriended them because I got tired of seeing their BS. Um, I thought it was a very rude and disrespectful post to myself and all other Trump supporters. I know that I'm a good person. I haven't always been, but I am now. I know that I'm a good person, and I know that I support Trump. And those two things are not mutually exclusive. They can coexist. Um, anyways, when we're divided, they win. If you don't listen to rap or if you don't listen to Tom MacDonald, I recommend you listen to some of his songs. He actually raps about it. Um, the country is very divided, and I don't see it changing anytime soon, regardless of the outcome of the election. It's probably going to stay divided, which sucks. Uh, I think it's compounded in today's day and age by the internet and by social media. I think it's always been that way since the founding of the nation. But with the internet and social media and the ease of access of information, I think it's compounded. Um, anyways, just consider what I said. Do what you want. It's your social media, just like it was her social media to post whatever she wanted to post. She posted what she wanted to post. Cool. She has that right. 100%. Um, but I know how she is. I know who she is now, and it's not somebody I care to be associated with anymore because I got to that point. So post what you want. Just try to love one another and have a blessed day.